Good day, guys. Good day to you all. Welcome back to the Formula Sports channel. Thanks for being here. In this particular video, we're talking about 19-year-old reggae boy Dexter Lembikisa. Quickly, two things before we get into the video on his transfer move. In a video that I dropped earlier today, I said that, and I quote, at this current time where the nation has serious hopes of qualifying for our first ever World Cup. Ladies and gentlemen, I misspoke, something I do all the time. Seen? And I only picked up on it after I released the video. Second of all, in the video that I dropped earlier today on Andre Blake draping himself in the American flag. People, just to clarify, based on a number of the comments that I'm seeing in the comment section, people, I don't have an issue with Andre Blake getting American citizenship, I just want to make that absolutely clear. I don't even have an issue with Andre Blake taking pictures with himself being draped in the American flag. I just think from an optic standpoint, it does not look good for the captain of the national team, and it does not send the right message for him to be publishing those pictures on a public platform. Get your citizenship, take your pictures with the flag, keep the pictures to yourself, don't publish them. Seeing? That is what I have an issue with. Let's get into the Lembikisa video.
So Dexter, firstly, welcome to Rotherham United. How pleased are you to get this one sorted?
Very pleased, thank you very much. It's obviously a big step going to play men's football in the championship, so I'm excited to come out and show what I can do.
And there was reportedly a lot of teams that were sort of looking to secure your signature for the season, so in taking you on loan. So what was it about Rotherham United that made you want to play your football here for the next 12 months?
Well, Rotherham, they showed a lot of interest in having me, and that made me feel like they wanted me to come on, and it would be the best choice to be somewhere where they want you to play. And obviously playing in the championship with Rotherham is gonna do me well. It's gonna be well for me. So yeah.
And did you sort of speak to the manager before you joined? And if you did, what did he sort of say? Did he sell the project to you a little bit more?
Yeah, the manager, I spoke to him while I was in America with Jamaica, and he was very honest, and he said what his plans were and what he wanted to do, and I was behind it as well. So he made me wanna come more. So yeah.
And you've already played for Wolves in the Premier League as well as other competitions like the FA Cup and League Cup. So how much does the challenge of the Championship football excite you? I know you just alluded to it there.
It's very exciting, to be fair, because playing constantly in a professional team, I haven't done that yet. So it's exciting to see how I react, how I'm going to play, and it's a good test for me to go on and push on in my career. So yeah.
And you've joined up with the group for the first time today and trained as well. How have you found it? And have the lads made you feel welcome down at Roundwood?
Yeah, definitely. They made me feel welcome. They're all nice. They all want to help when you need help. And then the training's been good. It was a sharp session to get me ready for the season that is sure coming, and the friendly games coming up. So it was good.
And as you've just mentioned previously, you've had a fairly busy summer out in the States with Jamaica in the Gold Cup. Went pretty far into the competition as well, only losing out to the eventual winners in the semi-final. How was that experience for you?
It was a great experience, to be fair. Playing for your country, of course, it's always amazing. It's always an honour, and I enjoyed playing out there in the stadiums in the US, all the fans, and playing in front of so much people. It's a good experience, so I enjoyed it.
And I'm guessing that whilst obviously committed to the task at hand with us, playing regular minutes in the second tier, which we'll be aiming to do, can only enhance your chances of being more of a regular in the national team too.
Yeah, definitely. I think it'll help me massively playing consistently in a league that's going to test me. Playing in the championship, which is a high league, physically as well, it's going to be hard for me and good for my body to get used to. So it's going to do me well.
Brilliant. And finally, for those that may not have seen you play, and always a difficult one for a player to answer, so apologies in advance, but what kind of player would you describe yourself as?
I'd say I'm a powerful 1v1 player, and quick, strong. Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you just heard from 19-year-old fullback Dexter Lembikisa, Jamaican reggae boy Dexter Lembikisa. Kisa. Seeing the 19-year-old has made a loan move to Rotherham United in the English League Championship, the English second tier, right? A big move for Dexter Lembikisa. It is his first ever loan move, and it's a big deal for him. He got some minutes at Wolves last season. He represented them in all three major competitions: the Premier League, the FA Cup, and the League Cup. Seen, but obviously being young, being fresh into professional football, the minutes were very, very limited. Seeing now the young player is making a big move to further his career and is going on loan in senior men's football. So this is a big move for him, and a move that I'm pretty sure that he is obviously very excited about. Seeing again, Wolves player going on loan to Rotherham United. Seeing, let me read the article quickly for you guys on your screen. The headline reads, signing Miller secure Lembikisa loan. Rotherham United are delighted to confirm the loan capture of Wolverhampton Wanderers defender Dexter Lembikisa, subject to ratification from the EFL, FA, and Premier League. The 19-year-old is a product of the Wolverhampton Wanderers Academy, capable of operating on either flank, and joins the Millers on a season-long loan deal. The Jamaica international is highly thought of at Molineux and made his first Premier League debut in November 2022 in a home fixture against Arsenal. Since then, he has gone on to feature for Wolves in the EFL Cup, the FA Cup, and for the U21s in their EFL Trophy campaign. He arrives off the back of helping his country reach the semi-finals of the CONCACAF Gold Cup in the USA and Canada, in which they were beaten by eventual winners Mexico. Overall, he has 7 caps for the Reggae Boyz, so his high number of caps seem to be a massive feather in his hat. Seeing everyone, and his high number of caps at such a young age, still just 19 years old. Everyone at Rotherham United would like to welcome Dexter to AESSEAL New York Stadium. I don't know how that word is pronounced. And wish him all the best for his loan spell with the Millers. Seeing so, as you guys can see, it is a season-long loan to Rotherham United in the English League Championship. Rotherham United on the lookout for right-sided defensive players. Wes Harding, fellow reggae boy Wes Harding, would have left them, literally under 2 weeks ago. Wes Harding would have left for Millwall, right? And obviously they needed reinforcements in that position, and the club thinks that Dexter Lembikisa, can provide adequate coverage, in that particular position. Dexter Lembikisa is a fullback, can play right fullback, and can also play left fullback. Either side he is competent on. I think this is a very good move for the young player, a very good move for Dexter Lembikisa. He will get game time, much needed game time at the senior level. Young players, they need their game time to sharpen and to build that upon that muscle memory. And he will get game time for this club. Seeing, one of the things I like about this move is that this club is in the lower half of the English League Championship table, and many consider this club to be a yo-yo club between the English League Championship and also the English third tier, the English League One. In the last number of seasons, they have been going to and from between both respective leagues. That is good for a young defender. Why? He will, teams like Rotherham do play a number of their games on the back foot. doing a lot of defending. And for a player like Dexter Lembikisa, a more defensive-minded player, he will have a lot of opportunities to work on the defensive side of his game. Right? So from that perspective, I think this is a very good move. And I think loan moves to clubs that play in the lower half of respective league tables, I think is very good for defensive-minded players to work on their muscle memory in defensive moments of the game. And for sure, he will have his moments going forward as well in transition for Rotherham United. Rotherham last season, at the end of last season, finished in 19th position out of 24 teams, 6 points clear of relegation. So they missed relegation this time, but not by much. Last season, they were in the English third tier, the English League One, and they finished second and gained from the season, rather, the 2021-2022 season before last season was when they were in League One and got the promotion and finished second in the English third tier. The season before that, 2020-2021, they were in the championship and they got relegated. So, you know, that's the a bit of background on Rotherham United Football Club. All in all, man, I think this is a very good move for Dexter Lembikisa. We wish the young 19-year-old reggae boy all the best, a very talented boy. A boy I have a lot of time for, really has done very well for the national team thus far in his national team career, right? He has really impressed for the national team whenever he plays, did very well in the Gold Cup as well. Made that little one mistake in that little one error versus the US, but not a big deal. He'll learn, and it could happen to a number of young players. It could happen to a number of players. We wish Dexter Lembikisa all the best on his season-long loan at Rotherham. Hopefully he gets a lot of game time, and hopefully he can receive much needed development. This boy has a lot of potential to be a very big deal. Knock up the like button, subscribe, and share. Take care, guys. Stay safe, and until next time.